Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're doing a little drawing I did a while back with curly hair. Like, I don't know if you guys have always had this thing with drawing curly hair. You know, I certainly do have a really, in the beginning I used to have like a really hard time drawing curly hair. It was like such a nuisance for me. And I noticed that I needed to learn how to do it, you know? I needed to learn how to do curly hair. I needed to learn how to literally just draw other Athenies since I normally stick with one. So I started branching out to other Athenies, and I decided to learn how to do curly hair. And on this one it was like third time maybe I've drawn curly hair, and it took me so long to do it. You guys have no clue how long I took to do this hair. I was like, the entire drawing was pretty fast, but I normally do the curls individually, one by one, so it took me 2 hours to do her hair, but 1 hour for the drawing. And actually, to think about it, it took more because it took 1 hour for me to do the drawing, and then it took me another 2 when I started coloring in. So I mean, it just went all over the place, and I still can't believe I did all of this. And it's actually pretty fun, it's pretty awesome, because I'm practicing something I normally don't do. You know, I want to draw Asians, I want to draw all the type of Athenies we have, so we because some of my drawings don't stay with one style. Then if you could put in a race, I normally like drawing owls, so I kind of consider that mostly as a race. I like drawing owls, so I normally do that. On this one though, I just decided to make her human since I just wanted to play around with the hair. I wanted to do something that I normally don't do. Just make a lot of curls and just have crazy fun and just go mad. I think the only thing that I did wrong here, after I started drawing, that I realized is that I should have done the curls from left to right and not from right to left. That's why I had to take the piece of paper and put my hand underneath so I didn't smudge the graphite, so it wasn't be all smudgy afterwards when I had to slowly erase it. So I could do everything from the shadowing and the coloring. So I did kind of have a hard time with that. There were a few parts of her face that I also didn't really like. And you know, it's weird because normally when I draw something, I normally take up from a reference photo, and I like to change as much as I want. But if I'm training portrait drawings, if you guys want me to do any portrait drawings, please tell me down below, and I will do a couple of portrait drawings for you guys. I'll even do a tutorial on how I do portrait drawings as well. But normally I like to practice a lot of portrait drawings, even though most people don't really practice a lot of portrait drawings, but you should practice. I mean, you really should practice portrait drawings a lot. And I like to practice mine because it's good, because I normally like to focus on the face. I actually love drawing faces, and I don't normally draw torso, from torso shoot or a full body. I actually just really I say torso because I'm translating it, but it actually should be half body. I don't really like doing that, but when I do, it's because I'm really inspired and I really liked the drawing I was doing. Yeah, but besides that, I actually really like to practice a lot portrait drawing. So it's actually really fun. It helps me like see where I need to get better, especially at like the light values. I need to like take a little step up with the light values. I know what helped me a lot was actually starting on realism. Realism helped me like so much with the practicing of light and dark value that when I started drawing again after I started doing realism, I noticed that when I did like a normal drawing, I would actually already know where I wanted to put the light source, where it would be coming from. So the more I did that, the more I was like really excited. On this drawing, since it's like earlier, it's a bit like older than the ones I have now. I didn't really know that a lot, but I did like the outcome of it, especially the hair, because I got really lost. Oh my god, you guys have no clue how much I got so lost on doing this. It was so weird at first, and then when I got to like a certain point where I was like, why am I doing this again? And it's taking so long, oh my god, why am I doing this again? And then I would just be like, no, you're doing this to improve, just keep going, you're gonna get at it, just go with it. And I really liked working with traditional media, especially colored pencils. I have like done a couple of watercolor, haven't really recorded any. Maybe, I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I'll like record a couple of my watercolor drawings maybe, but I actually prefer colored pencils, even though it does take a long time to do because it's actually the slowest medium is colored pencils, but I just love the blending of the colors. I love working like slowly and making everything like with a lot of patience, you know, like working with any medium you require a lot of patience, but working with watercolors or like especially colored pencils, oh my god, you guys, you don't know how much patience you need to work with it, because there's always something, and you know, like you can't really erase like the color, especially after you've blended everything out, after you just gone there and you just, well, it's very complicated. It's very difficult to go and like change the color or do something else after you have burnished the color down. So with colored pencils, you always have to make sure that you do little tests on side paper to see if the colors that you're going to use are the colors you really want to use for your drawings. And that is the one reason why I really like colored pencils, because it just makes me like do more. It makes me work harder for like to strive for where I want to. Like after I have mastered my colored pencils, I do intend on going into other mediums, maybe like oil paint, or literally just focus on watercolors, maybe even markers. But right now I actually really like colored pencils. I love the textures. I love working with them. It's just like something I really like doing. I also really like the final results. And it like you don't really need like really hard or expensive colored pencils to do a good drawing. I think you just need like technique and patience. Like patience is the one thing you need for learning how to do this. It's actually the one thing I developed like over the years with all the problems I had. Like it was very hard, very difficult moment for me, and drawing literally helped me just get over everything. Well, not get over, because there's some things you can't get over, but it helped me like better out a lot of things, including depression. So it's something I really like doing. It's something that calms me down. It's something that literally it's like releases my stress and my anxiety. So yeah, if you guys have a lot of stress or you guys have a lot of anxiety, coloring is the one thing you guys should do. If you guys don't know how to draw, you can always pick up a coloring book, like the Secret Garden one. I have one, but mine isn't the Secret Garden. I think it's from the same author, but it's one with it's like a fantasy garden, and there's like a whole bunch of mystical creatures, and there's dragons and everything. So it's really cool. And I remember when I bought it, I was really stressed, and I colored for an entire week. I just sat down for like an hour or over an hour, and I just stood there. Like I just sat there with my coloring pencils and just went building colors and seeing what I was gonna do, and playing around and coloring each object the way I wanted it, making things the way I wanted it. And when I finished coloring the first page, I was really like, I didn't really have any more stress. I realized that coloring really helped me like endure a lot of the stress that I was going through. So maybe you guys could like relieve stress instead of doing something stressful during the day. Like pick up a coloring book and try it out. You don't have to make it perfect. It's just for you to calm yourself down. It's just for you to chill out and have an amazing day. That's pretty much what I love to do when I'm stressed. If I don't know what I'm going to draw, I'll color. If I do have something to draw, or if I'm really in the mood to draw something, I'll just sit down, I'll draw. And the first thing that I think of is the inspiration that made me draw, and then I will start coloring in and just take my time with the colors, play around, just have like a lot of fun with it. That's what most people don't get. Drawing is something you need to enjoy doing as well. It's not only something to appreciate. Yes, you do have people who appreciate your art, but if you don't enjoy the art you're doing, how are you going to enjoy like your art in general? So I really like to do that. I like to calm down, just sit down for like 3-4 hours of the day and just draw, making me happy, learn new skills, watch artists, like watching artists. Do you like the way the artist colors? Do they have a tutorial? Do they teach you how like they color? Try it out. You guys don't know. You guys could probably like learn something new without actually leaving your house, especially during now and the pandemic and everything. You guys have an awesome opportunity to learn so much in so little time, and that is like the coolest thing possible. That is the coolest thing like possible right now. So you just sit down, chillax, and enjoy coloring. That's pretty much it. You just have to enjoy yourself. Like if coloring isn't your thing, like try something else. Like try a sport. Just try yoga, for instance. Sometimes yoga, you think it's, oh my god, it's so boring, but it's the best remedy. It's the best thing for you. Meditation, listening to good music, or simply contacting like a loved one or a friend that you guys really enjoy, like, or really miss. That's normally the coolest thing that you guys will really need to do. Just like sit back and enjoy yourselves. I think most people don't appreciate that nowadays, but yeah, it's kind of sad. But either way, going back to the drawing, I was doing like the finishing touches for the hair now, and the weird thing is, even though there were some things I didn't really like about the drawing. I actually really like the way it came out, and I really enjoy drawing portrait drawings, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Bye guys!